Hello, everybody. Welcome to Western Life Stories. Today's topic is about the untold history of the British Empire. Welcome to this journey through time. Today, we uncover the fascinating story of the British, how a small island grew into one of the most powerful empires the world has ever known. Across the North Atlantic lies a small group of islands, but their influence shaped the entire world. This is the story of British people. Britain, an island kingdom that rose from tribal lands to become the largest empire in history. From ancient tribes and mighty queens to global wars and modern democracy. Today, we explore the untold history of the British Empire. Let's start with Chapter 1, The First Britons. The story of Britain begins long before kings and castles. It begins with the Celtic tribes, living on misty hills and dense forests. These early Britons lived in small communities, farming, hunting, and worshipping nature. Monuments like Stonehenge remind us of their deep spiritual roots. But everything changed in 43 AD, when the Roman Empire invaded Britain. Rome built roads, towns, baths, and walls, introducing laws, trade, and writing. For nearly 4 centuries, Britain was part of one of the greatest civilizations on Earth. When Rome collapsed, Britain was left undefended, and new invaders arrived. Chapter 2, Anglo-Saxons and the Viking Storm. After the Romans withdrew, tribes from Germany and Denmark, known as the Anglo-Saxons, settled in Britain. They brought their language, their customs, and formed the earliest English kingdoms. But peace didn't last long. From the cold seas came the Vikings, fierce warriors and skilled sailors. They raided towns, settled in the north, and reshaped British culture. The struggle between Anglo-Saxons and Vikings continued for centuries, until a new force arrived that would transform Britain forever. Chapter 3, The Norman Conquest. William, Duke of Normandy, invaded England, defeated King Harold Godwinson at the decisive Battle of Hastings on October 14, 1066, after crossing the English Channel, leading to the Norman Conquest and his crowning as King of England on Christmas Day that year, fundamentally changing English history, law, and culture. The Normans introduced strong laws, stone castles, and a new ruling class. French words mixed with English, creating the foundation of the modern English language. Britain was no longer a land of small tribes. It became a powerful medieval kingdom. Chapter 4, Kings, Queens, and the Rise of Power. For the next 500 years, kings and queens shaped the destiny of Britain. The Tudor dynasty brought dramatic change. Henry VIII's key achievements include establishing the Church of England by breaking with Rome, The English Reformation, creating the modern English Royal Navy and expanding England's realm by incorporating Wales and becoming King of Ireland. His daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, defeated the Spanish Armada in 1588, sending a clear message. Britain had become a major naval power. With the seas open, the British set their sights across the world. Chapter 5: Birth of the British Empire. Explorers and merchants traveled to the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Trading companies like the East India Company grew powerful, sometimes more powerful than governments. Through trade, diplomacy, and sometimes force, Britain established colonies around the world. By the 1700s, the foundations of the British Empire were firmly in place. Short information about the East India Company. The East India Company, founded in 1600, began as a British trading corporation seeking spices, silk, and cotton from India. Over time, it grew into one of the most powerful commercial empires in history. Through trade, diplomacy, and military force, the company gradually took control of large parts of India. After the Battle of Plassey, 1757, and Battle of Buxar, 1764, its rule led to massive economic changes, heavy taxation, famines, and growing Indian resistance. The British Crown took direct control of India in 1858. Chapter 6: The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain in the late 18th century, transforming the country from a rural, agricultural society into an urban, industrial powerhouse. New inventions like the steam engine, spinning jenny, and power loom revolutionized manufacturing. Coal and iron industries expanded rapidly, fueling factories, railways, and machines. People migrated from villages to cities for factory work, leading to crowded towns. Britain became the world's leading industrial and economic power, setting the foundation for modern technology, transportation, and global trade. Chapter 7: The Empire at its height. By the 1800s, the British Empire was the largest in the world. It controlled territories in India, Africa, Australia, Canada, the Caribbean, and beyond. It was said that the sun never set on the British Empire. Nearly half of the world map glowing with British flag. This era saw progress, railways, schools, modern laws, but also conflict, inequality, and resistance from local populations. Chapter 8: World Wars and the Fall of the Empire. In the 20th century, 2 world wars shook the foundations of the British Empire. Britain emerged victorious, but exhausted. Countries demanded independence. India in 1947. African nations through the 1950s and 60s. Caribbean and Asian colonies soon followed. The empire dissolved, but a new community, the Commonwealth, kept many nations connected peacefully. Chapter 9: The Modern United Kingdom. Today, the United Kingdom is a modern democratic nation known for its rich culture, scientific innovation, music, and global influence. It is home to some of the world's most iconic creators, from Shakespeare, whose writings shaped English literature, to the Beatles, who transformed global music. Britain led the world from steam engines during the Industrial Revolution to major advancements in the Internet age. With its strong institutions, diverse society, and leadership in art, technology, education, and diplomacy, the UK continues to shape global culture and progress. From ancient tribes to global empire, from world wars to modern democracy, the history of Britain is a story of power, transformation, and resilience. This has been the journey through the untold history of the British Empire. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more world history stories. Like, share, subscribe Western Life Stories.